So in this video, I want to talk about filmmaking gear that is actually worth buying. Now, I reached out to some of the guys in Creator and I asked them if they wanted to share what their #1 filmmaking gear is that they've actually bought with their own money. So that's a caveat. They've had to have bought this with their own money. So none of the products that we're going to mention in this video are sponsored. However, we do have a video sponsor, and that is Artlist, but more on them a little bit later. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick things off with my first item that I've actually bought just recently, about a year ago, November 2024, and that's the Easy Rig Mini Max. If you do a lot of camera operating, this thing is a must-have. I literally bring this on almost every single one of my shoots. Now, for those not familiar, the Easy Rig Mini Max is a body-worn camera support system that takes the weight off your camera setup. So think of it like a backpack that holds the camera up for you, which is going to relieve strain on your back, your shoulders, your arms, making handheld shooting way more comfortable. Now you can also add different attachments to it. Like for example, I've retrofitted mine so it uses Blackbird's Mantis system. So basically it replaces the cable with a bungee stabilizer that isolates vertical movement. And this lets you get more creative with your shots while keeping the movement very smooth. I also love that there's no electronics, so you don't have to worry about batteries or any small weight limitations. This is one of those items that once you buy it, you don't have to worry about it being obsolete next year. It's kind of like a tripod. You buy it once and then you own it for many years, and that's kind of it. So if you're a camera operator, I highly recommend the Easy Rig Mini Max.
Howdy guys, my name is Connor McCaskill, and I wanted to share something with you all that I personally have invested in that has made the largest difference in the images I'm able to produce. Now, I love talking about cameras. I think we all love talking about cameras, but truly the thing that's going to make the most difference to your image and to my image is a good set of lenses. Now, you can go the vintage route. I love vintage lenses, and you can often find them a bit cheaper. However, the lenses that I personally jive with are these Blazer Remus 1.5x anamorphics. In fact, I'm filming on it right now, and I feel like it looks pretty dang good. Get yourself a solid set of lenses. That's going to be kind of a bigger investment, but I don't think it's one you'll regret.
What's up everybody, BT here. Earlier in the year, I had a few incidents with SSDs like this corrupting and failing on me, and they left me without precious footage. So I knew I needed a different backup solution. Now, SSDs like this are awesome if speed is a concern of yours, but if you want an SSD like this that is fast, but also has a ton of space on it, well, you're gonna be paying out the wazoo for something like that. Now, these spinning disk hard drives are great if you want a ton of capacity and you don't want to spend a ton of money on it. However, they're extremely slow. If you want to write any sort of decently sized project to one of these HDDs, it's going to take you like 7 years. That was and is my solution. That is the Glyph Thunderbolt 3 black box 48 terabyte RAID hard drive. It's got a huge freaking name. I'll post it here. And so when you consider the speed and you consider the amount of capacity you have, it's actually a really good deal. And if you need more, you can actually get a second one and daisy chain it together. Obviously, you don't want a single backup solution. I would definitely get an off-site solution as well. But if you need something that's fast and large capacity, that Glyph black box RAID system is wonderful.
Hi, my name is Vu, and the one piece of gear that I'll be shilling today is a nice and girthy travel tripod. The reason why I say girthy is because even though it is small and light, made of carbon fiber, doesn't mean it has to be rickety. It comes with a standard ball head with the Arca-Swiss plate, can easily be tilted to film vertical footage, especially if you are a piece of trash without a camera that has open gate. This is not only a tripod, but it could also be turned into a monopod stick. With these included smaller legs, you can also make it into a standing monopod. You can actually use 2 of the legs as hiking sticks. Great for those of you with leg problems, or you're just a fat piece of trash who needs assistance with walking. But best of all, it could also be transformed into a desktop tripod. Most YouTube douchebag trash would recognize this as a vlogging stick. Regardless, it is a no-brainer that any videographer, filmmaker, cinematographer, douchebag content creator needs a great versatile travel tripod that of course fits easily into their carry-on luggage, making a legit travel tripod like this Freewell multi-tripod 5-in-1 a piece of gear absolutely worth buying.
Hey guys, Photo Joseph here, and my one piece of gear is the Hollyland Lark Max 2 microphone. I saw the prototype at NAB, the final product at IBC, and now I've got one, and it's epic. At first glance, it's just another dual mic and receiver kit in a charging box, whatever. But there's way more to it than that. First, it comes with both a camera receiver and a USB-C smartphone receiver. The mics are very small with a really solid clip on them and magnetic fasteners. You can just record in camera, or each mic is a 32-bit float recorder with timecode sync. The mics have color indicator LEDs so you know which is which. They've got built-in noise cancellation if you want it. It can be expanded to a 4-microphone setup with the same receiver. But most clever of all, it includes 2 wireless earpieces, allowing you to wirelessly monitor the microphones directly or even route the camera's headphone output through the receiver and wirelessly back to your ears. And most importantly, of course, they sound great, as you can hear. For $280, this is a killer mic set. Link down below, and thanks Armando, adios.
So I just wanted to pop in here really quick and thank today's video sponsor, Artlist, which is a website that I've been using for years, and their services just keep getting better and better. I feel like every month they're adding a new tool for us to use. And this month they've added VO 3.1 and also Sora 2, which are powerful AI models that I quickly want to demonstrate on how I use them. So I primarily use Artlist to generate storyboards for me. And I do this so that way I have a shot list. So on the day of filming, I can actually share this with my team and we have a better understanding on how I want things to look like. For example, if in my shot list, I have a blonde girl wearing a leather jacket driving an Audi R8 at dusk, I can type that into the text to image generator, select Sora 2, and literally in a few seconds, it will generate a video with audio with the exact prompt that I typed in. So now when I'm on set, I can literally pull up this video, show this to the team, and now we have a better reference image of what the shot should look like, so it makes it so much easier, not only for blocking, but also lighting. But you can do way more with an Artlist subscription. You have access to all of their services, which include AI voiceover, music, sound effects, stock footage, LUTs, and way more stuff. Now, if you guys want to give Artlist a try, make sure you use the link down below in the description, or you can also scan this QR code, which will give you 2 free months whenever you sign up for their annual plan. So again, big thanks to Artlist for sponsoring today's video.
Better late than never, but never late is better. And 2 of the items that I would say is worth buying, especially if you're getting into filmmaking or video production, is something to get behind the scenes footage of. But with things getting super competitive and budgets getting a little bit harder to come by, one of the things that you can do is actually show your clients what it's like to work with you before you actually do that. Now, finding behind the scenes cameras can be pretty much anything, but honestly, I would just use your phone. Now, I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max and I use it for behind the scene footage on the Blackmagic app all the time. However, you can also get other cameras that are gonna be cheaper than upgrading your phone. In fact, give me a second here, 1 sec. This is a DJI Osmo Action 5. Now, its sensor's around the same size as a phone, but it does offer a lot more versatility. For one, if you don't want to upgrade your phone, you save a bunch of money here, but also you can attach this to different types of mounts in order for you to get a variety of different angles when getting behind the scenes footage. You could use things like neck mounts, or you could mount it onto a wall, you could put it on your car, you could do a bunch of different things in order to get behind the scenes footage. It's more important that you get it than what you kind of get it on. And in today's day and age, not only are we just producing videos, we're also producing content in order to get more clients, produce more videos, and ultimately make more money. So this is going to be worth it if you're someone that runs a video business. Or your phone. You can use your phone too.
So there you have it. These are some of our favorite filmmaking gear that is worth buying. And I'm going to leave links to all of the products that we discussed down below in the description. My name is Armando. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.